Alrighty. So finally, I got a date, and because of the bosses, I I still this day and age. In the past, it's a done deal. You know what I'm saying? Especially a country boy. Like remember 3 months ago? Was it 3 months ago? Or a month and a half ago? When I was at that junkyard buying the buying the engine for that truck. You know, not this one, but that truck, right? I was at the junkyard right now. I was doing a video, and like I said, in Birmingham, remember I told you I got out the army, and like all of a sudden, but it's like I forgot I had been gone 6 years. All this, all my little homies, they, well, not all of them, but now they like really master mechanics. They could work on anything. But I guess 6 years. But when I left, but then I thought about it, like when I left, they were like 14. So they were only 20 when I got back, or 20. One of them was older than me, but I got to think about it. We didn't, because they're younger than me. I didn't hang with them. All the experiences I got by the time I'm, like from 14 to 18 or whatever. Obviously they part of the group, but I was gone. I missed. Anyway, whole point is I'm still a little apprehensive because they. It's not like they're powerful. It's just people are weak, and I'm getting, like I said, I'm getting surprised that now they're even getting country boys to bow down to them and get mad at me. Usually they're that's what I'm saying, that's how they was making their money. In Birmingham, they go to a spot like I went. What was that? 2 months ago, and they know them real good. They know them by first name or whatever. Just go see old Earl down there. I'm stressing because I just got out, and maybe you know I didn't, something that happened to my other car. They probably said, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, yeah, it was sabotage. I had a nice car, 79, 76 Cutlass. It was clean, super clean. The literal, just like definition, you see them YouTube videos, but this was like 2000, and white folks really ain't know they was in style. And these was old white folks, right? And so I got it for like 2,500. Like a car right now, somebody would sell for like probably 19 in that condition. I got it. And it was too old. It was an old white couple. They were just getting rid of it. And they probably had it since it was new. And I didn't know no better. I took my homebooks. I knew they was mechanics. I took them with me, and I found it. I found it in the newspaper, just in the one ads. Now you got to look in classic car papers, but it is 24 years later, and the same car. But I wasn't gonna put no. I was gonna maybe put some regular rims on there, not no 20s, because 20s was out by then. This was 2001. 22s. I wasn't finna put no ridiculous. If anything, I put some 14-inch Dayton's on there, because those could fit without. You put the 13s, they gonna damage your engine. If you doing that, you putting hydraulics, and you just basically making a show car. But if you just want to drive, you can put some 14s by 7s and shit. But anyway, so I finally made a deal with the guy, right? A date. He finally gave me a date that Monday. Cause last month he I understand. I know he's telling the truth. He's like, I ain't got no room, right? And this don't run, so they can't move it. So they need somewhere. So I said that's fine, cause really, I'll have more money if we wait another month. So I'm like, and actually I wanted him to. I was like, can we wait another month? He's like, oh yeah, that's what I need, definitely. He's like, cause he don't have room. He got to get rid of this other car he's working on, cause he can't just have it just sitting there. And so now, long story short, Finally, we got a confirmation. I gotta have it told, but I ain't worried about that. That's what I'm saying. Now, I waited. I got mixed up because really what it was, at first, I did it backwards. I asked the junkyard, could they say the engine for me so nobody buy it? Because it is a Nissan. It's Infinity. It came out in Infinity, but that's a Nissan. And he's like, no, I can't because we got space, and I know I've been back and not that one, but I worked at Pull Apart, so I know what he's talking about. Shit moves around, cars. Somebody wreck a car. That's where they get all the stuff. Their car could have been in running condition, pristine, but they wrecked it, totaled it. The engine still, that's what they do. That's where you get them from. So, but he's like, no, I can't. And I ain't even think about it. And if I would have thought about it, I should have called the mechanic and told him and bought the engine, right? And that, and yeah, he was fine because the engine been sitting there. The engine's been sitting at his spot. I paid for it that day, and the engine's sitting. He don't mind an engine sitting there, like you said. He got room for that because it's just, an engine is big, but he got a whole garage. But a whole car is taking up a bay where he could be working on. Y'all get the point. All right. So anyway, now he's finally, it's like confirmation. Just get it there. This time is Monday, so now it's a done deal. I mean, he gave me a price, but that's for a regular engine swap. And what he was saying, well, I'll explain the rest of it later. I'm just saying, I'm kind of finally relieved. Well, really, that's the only thing right now. Everything else, the business, like I said, it's just waiting on my scores to go up. Everything, I'm just, just got to monitor everything. So right now, it's going to be months before. So I ain't got nothing. That was the only thing I was anything stressing on, a little bit like, because I know what I'm saying. They're trying to, they're mad, but they know they can't force people to not. This is local business. On the internet, they can try to do some shit. They can delete your comments on YouTube. They control all that, but they can get, like I said, everybody got an attitude. Like I said, the dude that tried to get into a fight 2 days ago. And he says words. He just wanted to call me stupid. He just could. Because I called them stupid. He just could. He just was mad. He a dumbass nigga. And that's what I'm finna go into. Kamala and because supposedly I'm not the only one. We're not the black folks really didn't like Megan Thee Stallion. That's what I'm going into. That's what this whole thing is really about. Is me bragging. I know. Saying. It's just that it's just that these folks are, it's like, some told me about 10 minutes ago before I came out, like, your people are gone. Like, I really just gotta, but I think I already mourned them. I think I already have. It's like they're dead. They're not coming back. I don't care how close they are, your family members, your closest. Because think about it, they're going to be upset. They're never going to come back from this. For one, they're not going to care that everything's good. You're doing good. The economy's good. You're having a good life. The prices are cheap. You're buying stuff you want to buy. You're doing what you want to do. Then they're going to be. It's over. It's like they're dead already. Whatever. Some told me whatever it is like a drug. It really is. I'm not joking. I'm telling y'all, if you're like me, if you really are listening to watching my videos, because you really are like me, and you're not. I don't care if you are. I don't care if you're a troll. I want you to be a troll because I know I'm making you mad. This is my revenge since I can't touch you legally yet, and I don't mean for I can't do nothing to you legally. So this is just, hey, I'm too smart for y'all. And this is, this is like therapy, I guess, if you want to call it. Shit, I know it makes you mad when I talk, and when I tell you my goals are getting accomplished one by one. I'm checking off my list, and there's nothing you can do. And the thing is, you let me know this, because honestly, I wouldn't have did this because smart as I am, it's like I would have been like, I'm talking to air. Nobody's listening. It's not because y'all got all the power. Seriously. And I don't want power, but you're using it Like if I had power, I'd be really doing my job. I want people to like me because I did a good job. I'm solid. Like I said, it's like that in street life. Why you think no, none of them they turned on me? But why you think not because they felt pity for me? Is they really can't overcome that. I didn't realize that, in high school, hell, I'm getting in trouble, but I didn't realize that everybody, you can always depend on me, though. Y'all might be like, they could depend on you to fuck shit up, but I'm not, well, to the kids, like I said, really, if you're not good at school, get it, don't wait for somebody to tell you. I wish somebody had told me, well, I don't know, somebody did tell me. Like I said, that's the problem. I had too many options. Get a trade. That was my goal. Fuck it, I'm going to HVAC. But then the Army recruiter called and they had been calling me out, and he thought about me, I guess, or whatever. Because my goal was, this was in '91 when I heard about it. The shop teacher was like, "Oh, they making 100,000 down in Florida." Because think about it, it's hot as fuck, it's swampy, humid. The air conditioners go out like that. You get HVAC. We were 17 or something. So I had all these goals that it really only took like a year. I already knew it. The school ain't there no more, but it's like Bessemer Tech in Birmingham. But the city is Bessemer. It's like Bessemer Tech Community College. I already knew the shit. Let's just go there. Me and my homeboy on a buddy program. There ain't no such thing, but you know what I'm saying. Me and him was gonna go. I had too many options. Or another one was working these little supermarket warehouses. They make a lot of money back then. Like I said, that was what I really heard. Again, I was like 14, 15. He's like, man, every nigga you see driving by with like a fancy car and paint job and rims and a booming system, he ain't selling drugs. A lot of them work at them warehouses, Bruno's, the distribution center. Walmart got one. Every store got them. That was another option. And at that age, yeah, they would have 18. Yeah, you shoe in. That's what young people. They could work to death, but they make a lot of money. I knew it. It's like but the Army recruiter, I always joke when I was in the Army. I was like, he just came and put that pimp game on. Hey man, you ain't doing nothing, are you? I'm like, nah, cause really, that was the last conversation. I was like, you know what? But then I said, fuck it, I'm out here. All right. And like I said, how fast? At that point, it was like it was probably October when he called. I said I was gone by December, and maybe November. I said, how fast can you get me out of here? By the end of the conversation, like fuck this shit. You know what? I'm gone. And really, you ain't even making that much money. Shit, I'm making. And I knew about the military. I was in the ROTC. I got relatives, so I knew I wasn't gonna be making. I think by the time, and I chose the GI Bill. After the GI Bill, you got to pay for that, $100 a month. I think my take-home pay was $160 with jump pay. I ain't know about airborne, but they came recruiting. So now I got an extra 110. So like first year, and I got promoted in basic, so I was an E2. So really I wasn't even supposed to be making 600. I mean 7 something. But it wasn't about the money. By then I'm looking at the future. Like fuck this, I can do this. Is easy. Even at airborne, this is easy. I'm Ranger school. Oh, this is fucking for me. This shit is easy. But I didn't know if you think about it, the communists, that's the first place they're gonna infiltrate, because I know why now. We don't question nothing. If they get the right, especially black people, the communists, we don't question what he's saying. But I think mine, he didn't. He really taught me, that's what I'm saying. He taught us that's why you can't fuck with me now. He's like, certain things he said, you in permanent party. He ain't never had to, I never was in trouble with him, not like trouble, nothing at all, ever. That's why they get mad, but I wasn't his do boy either. He took me everywhere. I did go, or sent me. If he didn't take me, I was gone somewhere, but like I said, I'm the one, showing everybody else how to be cool in the clubs in Fayetteville. It is not a thing. It's not. I'm trying to be. Yeah, they know. That's what everybody knows. I'm finna find something to get into. But anyway, so yeah, unless I think this dude's serious. He's And like I said, really it helped me and him to wait some more. Because now I have, for anything that might come, you know how uh, something might come up, oh, this and that. Or I might put a new alternator in there anyway. I might just buy a brand new alternator. It's only like $80, 89 AutoZone or something like that. So when I sell it, brand new alternator. The engine is, it's not even refurbished, but I done that before. When I needed a car, I had bought a Escort. Actually, this was the funnest car I had. It was like a '94 Escort. I bought it in like '03. It had a 5-speed in it, it's 4-door, but the engine blew. $600. They put a used one, from a car that wrecked, and it ran for years. It's perfect. It ran like some. The Migos put it in. They got this like '04, '05 or something. Yeah, it's right before I bought that house. Matter of fact, yeah, I bought it. It was like in '04 I bought it. Because I need to get to work. I had my plan. I got to buy these houses, whatever. And I knew they wanted me to be down because something real bad had happened to me, And I knew it was like, oh, I can't let them keep me down. It's like that's what they was mad. That's why I kept going to these jobs, these temp services. I trying to get a permanent one, whatever. And I bought that car, but the engine broke. Well, blew up, and I was stressing. I'm like, damn, what the fuck now? It's gonna set me in like at that point, I probably only like at 40%, 50%. I wasn't even thinking about that. I wanted my houses. That's what I'm saying. I just kept going back because I still kept getting sick. But they, I was like, you can't. With this one, it's more, because it got a nice body and a nice interior, that Infiniti. So, but he just couldn't handle. He not from the hood. He was like a half. He looked like my cousin though, half white, half black. He didn't. He had, whatever. I ain't talking about him like that. He didn't. He's not a square. He a college boy. He didn't know. He tried to fix it. He tried to get somebody. They ain't gonna do all that. Once, and I know from, like I said, my hood home that like, and the tow truck guy. I was surprised he was so cool with me. He was a young guy. And he was, this was just 3 months ago when I bought it, or 4 months. And he's so cool. But he said, he thought just like I'm thinking. I'm like, just buy a whole new one. Yeah, it's like, why are you trying? He sold it cheap, like 800 or something. Like, it is like, why would you keep trying to put it back to just get rid of that and buy a whole new one? But, oh well. Because that's what the dude said when he pulled up and dropped it off. He's like, we're out here in the park. He's like, where you get this from, man? Where you find it? Because he been inside. I said, da. And we standing right there. And he's like, man, I said, you just. But I'm like, where though? Because I know here it's kind of expensive. They don't try to bust it. And they did. They like $3,000 to put in. And I know for a fact, even though that's an Infiniti, it's just a Nissan. It's the interior and all that, the leather that making an Infiniti. It's not. It's a fucking Nissan. It's like, no, man. He said to say he does stuff, but he's like, I can't do all. But he's like, he told me exactly. That's how I found him. He said, oh no, man, go to here. He gave me the name and everything, and he was right. Just like at back in Birmingham, cheap. It's not cheap, but exactly what I was expecting. Exactly what I thought. Exactly what I was used to. Everything was exactly like they even looking like. Well, okay, maybe not looking like. That's racist. But the rednecks. Your homies. But he said, no, man. I said, yeah. I said, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. He said, no, man, shit, man, that shit gonna be probably. Honestly, to get it back, I forgot. I should have got his number. I'm gonna call him. I'm trying to go through my. I think. Shit, I know it's in my book. I'm trying to call him, but it's the company to let him know that and give him the business because I got to get it towed back to tow it. And it let him like, yeah, that shit, yeah, da. But I can't. I don't even remember what day I called, but I think I do. And I don't. But thankfully, nobody calls me. So either day, there's probably only and it's gonna be an outgoing call anyway. So anyway, all right. So on the business, I don't know. I might just start a whole new one, just because it's just was so funny. I'm just gonna start a whole new one.